For a while, it looked as though a Hollywood film would be a $44 million dud that would never see the light of day. But Sony Pictures is now releasing The Interview online and at hundreds of independent theaters across the United States. CCTV's Sean Callebs joins me now with more. And Sean, people have been lining up all day to take a look at this film that was canceled initially by Sony after that cyber attack, and then you had this attack that was, blamed on
Sure.
Pyongyang.
Yeah, it's interesting. I was surprised to see what happened. We went to the theaters. Sony did pull the film after threats from hackers to launch attacks wherever it was shown. Major theaters initially balked at showing the film on Christmas Day, but after a major backlash here in the United States that many labeled an assault of freedom of speech, The Interview is out there if you want to watch it.
Take him out.
You want us to kill the leader of North Korea?
Yes.
What?
The on-again, off-again film about a fictional plot to assassinate Korean leader Kim Jong-un is on again, this time for sure.
This is a film I probably would not have come to see, but because of the controversy, I thought I would come out tonight to stand up for freedom of speech.
Hello, North Korea!
Sony originally scrapped the release of the $44 million film after the company became the target of the largest cyber assault in U.S. history. The film apparently enraged the DPRK, and the United States is blaming the cyber attack on Pyongyang.
I don't believe that anybody should have the right to censor a work, whether it's satirical or not.
Sony claims it didn't cave into a terrorist threat, but the studio did pull the film after many large theater chains in the U.S. said they would not run the picture, fearing attacks.
West End Cinema, I'm afraid all of our shows today are sold out. All of our shows tomorrow are sold out.
Josh Levin is the manager of the West End Cinema in Washington, D.C., an independent theater. He usually doesn't show big-budget Hollywood films, but he reached out to Sony for the opportunity to run this one.
It's a very important matter of principle. We simply cannot tolerate bullies dictating the free exchange of ideas in this country.
West End is one of the 320 or so independent theaters showing The Interview. It can also be rented on YouTube and Google. Levin found out his 75-seat theater sold out quickly.
As soon as it was announced that it was playing in D.C., I texted my parents. I was like, we need to buy tickets to this immediately. So I'm excited to be here.
Others who found it sold out scooped up the next available showing.
You know when you're a kid and there's a big cookie jar and you're told not to take out a cookie? It's kind of that scenario, we were told we're not allowed to watch this, it's going to be taken away from us. So getting the opportunity to go see it is much more interesting now.
Well, the DPRK is denying it was behind the cyber attack or the threats. Still, multiple bloggers believe the controversy could actually help attendance, saying there is nothing like a little drama to spur on much larger audiences than the film may have drawn in the first place. Elaine?
So no one seemed worried at all about seeing the movie. Was there an element of security at some of these theaters? And what has been the response from moviegoers that have actually seen the movie?
Here in D.C., we didn't see any extra security out there. When we were packing up to leave that site, there was a police car stopped in front, but he could have just been relaxing. I do know that there are some theaters across the country that are going to some lengths to make sure that their theater goers feel safe and feel secure. As for the people who are seeing this, a lot of them online have weighed into these various things like Rotten Tomatoes, and as goes with a farce, a lot of people seem to like the film, seem to think it's funny, but the critics, not so much.
All right, Sean Callebs, thanks so much for that.